Hey, wizards! Guess what? It's Kieran Gravehammer, and I'm back for another episode of, yes, you heard it, the Death walkthrough here on Wizard101. I hope you guys are doing great. And notice I've got some new threads. Yes, it took me a couple days. That's why I haven't seen a video for a couple days of grinding, but I have got a complete set of Zeus gear. Let's do a stats roundup, and see where I'm at. Not to mention, I've also completed every single side quest up until this point, except for maybe like a small minor one. Okay, guys, I'm at level 35. Plenty of health, 1900. Mana, 143. Experience, anyways, that's until 36. Got 5 training points. Haven't had time to spend them, but that's okay. No rush on that. I have 44 damage. Nice. That's a big increase since the last time I think I was in the 30s still. No blocking, no armor piercing. I have 1% stun resistance, 25% healing in and out, if I healed, and 56% power pips, highest rating yet. Fantastic. Oh, sorry. Those were what we just looked at was my critical ratings. My bad. Critical rating of 44, which is, I don't know. That's more for my pet. But my damage is at 43, which is higher. Plus it's number 8. You'll notice I got 10 across because of my Sky Iron Hosta, which we saw last episode. Not to mention my resistance. I got good resistance on the life and balance, which is part of the benefits of the Zeus gear. And my accuracy has a nice good boost too. Very good. Yep. And I think that is the big... Ooh, what's that right there? Oh, new badges. Gobbler Chaser, Croc Around the Clock, Master of Oasis, and Mander Savior. Yeah, so I picked up some different things. Very good, very good. So good times are ensuing. We are about to go do some hammering, but we've got to stop... Well, okay, we got to stop this prison break thing. So that's why we're over here. We're over here to talk to Mr. Watson. Let's go ahead and get that in process. He's supposed to be up on the roof, so let's go and... Oh, look at that. Side questville. We'll worry about that side quest later. Marcel. Here we go. Might as well go ahead and grab Mr. Wadsworth's side quest there. Like I said, always get the side quest at the same time because you can double up.
This misunderstanding can... Thank goodness you've come. The O'Learys are attacking. So, Wadsworth has tapped you to help him out. Well, it seems like an open and shut case. Wadsworth was at the shop when... Though we didn't find... The O'Leary gang has attacked across the city. I haven't seen it like this since the war. They're up to something terrible, I fear. I must warn you, the gang intends to free Moriarty, a most clever and dangerous thief. His freedom spells disaster for the whole city. An old injury prevents me from getting back in the thick of it, but a wizard like you could make the difference. Speak with Officer Ness inside Newgate Prison at once.
Okay, so that's the main quest, Officer Ness. The other one was another side quest thing. So, ooh, looks like somebody burrowed into Newgate Prison. Okay, there's Officer Ness. Let's see what the deal is.
Indeed. Watson thought rightly to send you. What with Newgate Prison under attack and all of that business. What a day. Bless me. But we need your services quite a bit. That bloke Malistair has been summoning the undead to fight. I'm right glad Watson sent you. Malistair aims to use the undead to free Moriarty. Better reach Moriarty's cell at the top of the second tower before it is too late.
Okay, it's a race against... Well, it's a race. Let's go. So it looks like Malistair's been up here summoning undead all over the place. Wow, isn't that nice? Ooh, that's Newgate Prison, that big iron block, that big block of blocks right over there. Let's head on in. Ooh, recipe vendor. So Karen's is selling school, ice school stuff. For sure, very nice. Okay. Alrighty, so we have to get through and check on... Moriarty's cell. Let's get going. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. These are pretty easy to get through. You just gotta pay attention to those phantoms. Sorry. Reagents. Gotta pick up the reagents. Ooh, I see some reagents. Although I wish it was cast iron.
Moriarty's getting away.
Well, which way, officer?
I've seen him. Moriarty's hot-footed across the rooftops to the right. After him.
Let's go. To the right, he said. This is actually a really fun part of the storyline. Okay, we got catch me already. It's a foot race. Let's go.
You want to catch me? You'll find I'm more than common street rattle. I have friends in powerful places. A shame you'll never meet them.
Okay, Officer Wallace.
I heard Meowie already running across those rooftops. Talking to someone he was. Hurry and catch him.
Let's go. Ooh, boy. Can't let him get away. Whoops. Reagents. Oh.
You've got him on the run. Follow him up this way. If he doubles back, I've got him.
Sounds like a plan. Oops, well, might as well take a side quest while we're at it. Keep it going. Now, one would say, are we over-leveled for this? And the truth is, yes.
Didn't take to my soldier. Then let me introduce you to my good friend.
Oh, that's a good picture right there. Let's go. They're trying... Boy, they're not running very fast.
I can't believe my blooming eyes. Did you see that? He summoned undead. He must have had help. Of the magical sort. The sort you can handle a sight better than we. There's an O'Leary hideout down the street. We haven't let on we know about it. Look for Meowie Artie there before we move someplace we don't know about.
Let's go. Gotta catch up to him. By the way, we have finished the Beguiler dungeon in Krokotopia. And I think I also mentioned we already finished the Nightside dungeon as well over in Wizard City too. So very good. Okay, there's a hideout. Let's head on in and let's do our investigative best right now. Okay, Gibson O'Leary. Let's go talk to him.
You'll never catch Meowie Artie.
Dear, that was not productive. Alrighty, I know how to handle this. It's going to be very simple. Let's go. I'll tell you what, the Skyrim Hosta giving you an actual power pip at the beginning of each round really helps out with our spells. It's a game changer. So as soon as you hit level 30 to 32, I think level 30 is when it comes up. Sometimes you have to go visit Cyrus. The quest doesn't always pop up, as we learned. Go ahead and do the Zeus dungeon and get that Skyrim Hosta. Best for this level, it really is the best, most OP weapon of the game without having to go to Crown's weapons. You don't want those Crown's weapons. Yeah, you can do everything in the game. You can get awesome weapons at every level in the game just through doing the questing and stuff that's available to you. Okay. Oh yeah, I love that extra damage.
Have mercy on me. I got 3 little ones at home. Meowie Artie just left, I'm telling you. You can still catch him. He said something about the old warehouse.
Okay. Something about the old warehouse. Well, we got to catch up to him. Wow, shriekers and everything.
My, you don't give up, do you? You need to learn when you can't win. Allow me to teach you why.
Yeah, we're not going to let him get away. Officer Payne.
Go on then. I saw him run inside the North Clock Tower. Capture him.
Let's go. Gotta get me Artie. Ooh, reagents. Ah, yarn. Okay, so super having a good time. How you guys liking Marleybone? Let me know down in the comments. I'll be honest with you, when we talk about arcs or favorite worlds, there's so many great worlds here in Wizard 101 to play through. I usually like split them up by arc.
Wary of this game you insist on playing. I'm out of patience, but you're out of constables. Even if you survive, you won't be able to follow me. Cheerio.
Oh, so he thinks. Let's go. Agony Wraith. Let's do this thing. Oh, you know he's death. You know, I gotta start thinking prisms. Yeah, I gotta start thinking prisms. They're both death. Yep, really gotta start thinking about prisms. Oh, look, guys, there's that obsidian chest again. So this is one of those obsidian chest locations. You'll know where to find them when it's time, though. Yeah, those obsidian chest locations come in real handy towards the end game. Or should we say, the big quest, a big side quest you can do in Dragonspire. But talking about favorite worlds, if you've ever watched my videos from time to time, I do bring the topic up, like, what are my favorite worlds? And I always split them up by arc. And guys, I'll tell you what, Marleybone is my favorite first arc world. There's a lot of great worlds in the first arc. A lot of people love Krakatopia, which is an awesome choice. Wizard City is an OG, and everybody loves Wizard City. Or most people do. Yeah, you know, most people do. A lot of people really like Mushu. Mushu used to be the hands-down favorite for lots of people. And Krakatopia would even get a vote from time to time. You know, but for me, it's always been Marleybone. Marleybone is just one of the best first arc world ever. And I think it just has to do with the whole vibe. I love the Victorian steampunk type of magic and gears vibe that the world gives. Wow, they got some good resist. Especially that Grave Phantom over there. That's annoying. Okay, we're going to have to play a little more on this one. 159? Okay, that's going to take care of the boss. It's the Grave Phantom that's going to be the bigger problem here. So we're going to target the Grave Phantom to get rid of him, while we'll let the damage over time attack finish the boss off. And we'll use this as a moment to get some health back too. Seriously? Weaknesses. Ugh. Hate weaknesses. But they're a sight better than tower shields. I am digging the new Zeus armor, but we're going to be with the Zeus armor for at least another 35 levels. So we might end up doing some stitching. So if you have some favorite stitch gear, write it down in the comments, guys. If there's some favorite stitch gear you like out there. I really haven't gone looking for stitch gear recently, so I'm not sure what's out there. I've gotten some for some other wizards and stuff, but let me know what your favorite combination of stitch gear is. I'd love to hear about it. Ooh, that was a pretty good drop. And again, we're collecting all the books, so we're not going to miss the opportunity to go ahead and get that and knock that out as a side quest. Okay. Looks like we did not catch him. So Moriarty got away from us, so let's head on back to Watson. Yep, we're going to just head on back to Watson. Okay. Which we have to go... Oh. Sorry, reagents. Let's head on back to Watson and see where we need to go next. So we already broke out of Newgate Prison. That's the Newgate Prison run. There are side quests that I'll eventually go back and take care of. But for the series, if you're new to the series, we are not focused on side quests during the actual series. What we focus on is doing main quests. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And, ooh, come on, Tomb Raider, get out of my way. There we go, there we go, there we go. I tend to get a little brazen and daring with my mounts sometimes going through these worlds I've been through quite a bit. Just got to race across a few rooftops here, and we should be able to catch up to Watson and see what the next course of action needs to be. Because it looks like... Was there a Oh, man, there's a teleporter to this? Dang. Okay, I could have saved us a lot more time. Just dandy. Okay, Watson, we didn't quite catch him.
Are you quite certain you saw Moriarty with Malistair? By Jove, you've uncovered the power behind the O'Leary's gang. Finding Moriarty will require footwork, but all of our detectives are tied up on other cases. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Jacques the Scratcher is ravaging Knight's Court, terrorizing the general public. You should speak to Sergeant Steeg there and offer your assistance.
Okay, let's head over to Knight's Court. And back here we have access to another place. Ooh, another recipe vendor. What is Darcy selling? She is selling the Death School stuff. So if I was doing dual school death with any one of these different things, this would not be a bad place to start. And when you start looking through them, you know, like especially in the robe, it's not a bad. It's not as good as Zeus gear. But if you're trying to dual school and get a balanced type of damage in 2 schools, it is the way to go. We're not focused on that. We're focused on just, you know, racking up good hits and everything as well. Let's start Steeg.
He's a good one, that Watson. Much obliged you could help us, Jacques the Scratcher. We're sorely strapped when it comes to manpower. We've been scratching our heads over him for quite some time. No pun intended, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Jacques the Scratcher's at it again, scratching fair maidens. My boys and I are baffled as to his whereabouts. But perhaps a young wizard like you can crack the case. I fear that Lady Miltop may have been attacked. Find out she's all right.
Okay, so until we can figure out what to do about Moriarty, we're going to be helping Linda Miltop.
My heavens, that's Lady Miltop. She's in danger. You must save her. Defeat Jacques before he strikes it. I'll round up my boys for backup. Good luck.
We got to stop this Jacques the Scratcher.
Thank goodness you're here. It was horrible. I was just attacked by a brute of a cat. He ran into this clock tower right here. Please bring him to justice before he scratches again.
Really? Let's go and stop this Jacques the Scratcher. Somebody going around and scratching fair maidens? That doesn't sound good, does it?
Prepare to be scratched out of existence, wizard.
I think not. Let's take him down, guys. Very good. So we're dealing with high-end criminals here in the Victorian time, here in the world. We're dealing with Jacques the Scratcher, as well as Moriarty. If you are a literary fan, you know exactly who these characters are designed after. Good stuff. Absolutely. Really? A freaking weakness? Okay. I dig this gear. Now, there's 3 sets of gears you can get through the Immortal games. This gear right here, which is what we call the Zeus gear. Then at level 75, you get a quest to go after, I believe, the what is called the Poseidon gear. Okay, and then at like level 90, I believe, or 92, you get a quest to go after the Hades gear. Now, I'm going to explain to you as we work through and start building up gear sets in the second arc, why or why not we would want to grind out those particular sets of gear. But a lot of it comes into researching what that gear has to offer you and what makes the most sense to your wizard at the time. So be aware, as we get closer to those, we'll be talking about which gear we like to grind for and which gear we don't. The next big set of gear that we're going to be looking for our wizard is going to be at level 56 to 60. Okay, levels 56 to 60. There we go. And for my other wizards, when I'm not doing like a dual school thing like I did with my fire, there's some thoughtfulness that goes into which gear I like to grind for in level 56, 60. Because there's a really good set of gear that you can craft at about level 56, and then there's two really classically awesome pieces of gear at level 60, which we'll talk about when we get there. But for right now, we're going to be rocking this gear right here, which is the Zeus gear, which is probably the best gear you can get from like level 30 to level 60. And this gear is kind of nice. It does last you for quite a bit. It was a little bit of a headache to grind, but I'll tell you how the grinding went. You know, first, gosh, I don't know. Was it the first or second fight? I got the helmet. Now, I don't know if we did that. I can't remember if I was able to get it on camera when we went through the dungeon the first time, but the helmet we were able to get like the first or second time we went through. And then the next time, right after the helmet, I was able to get the boots. And then about 12 times later, I finally got the robe. So it took me a couple days to run the dungeon. And what's nice about the Zeus dungeon is it's pretty much it's a really great dungeon just for teams up, because lots of people are always going through. They usually run the whole thing, so you don't run across a lot of people dumping in the middle of the dungeon or anything like that. And it's a really great chance to get a lot of gear that you can sell for gold. Of course, if the bazaar was open, you'd get some good gold for it. Right now, you can just do the quick sell, and you can still get some gold for the extra gear and everything. Just not as good as it usually is. It just happens to be a long dungeon. Yep.
You do want to be so easy next time. I'm not finished with you yet.
Jacques the Scratcher staggers off and hisses.
I'm pretty sure I beat him. Okay, let's go talk to Sergeant Steed. We knocked out Scratcher. What's up next?
Jacques the Scratcher escaped? Goodness, not again. But don't despair, we'll track him down soon enough. If it weren't for his clever disguises, we'd have caught him long ago. My boys are occupied with reports of deadly scratchings. No doubt the work of Jacques the Scratcher and his ruffians. See what you can do to dispose of these deadly scratchers.
Okay, let's go knock out some deadly scratchers. Yeah. Some basic mob grinding. Dang it. These are devious scratchers. I don't want to fight devious scratchers. I want the deadly scratchers. Mistakes were made. Okay, let's get through this one as fast as we can. I'll tell you what, you can tell the cats are really not the heavies in Marleybone. The cats are kind of like the underclass. Not like other parts of the spiral where the cats are clearly in charge. Okay, let's try to do this right this time. There we go. Let me have some deadly scratchers. Now, if you were a fire guy doing the type of things, then you're basically rocking Fireball all the time. And once you get the Sky Iron Hasta, you can rock out a Fireball like in your first round, which is actually pretty awesome. If you are Ice, you can usually rock out a Blizzard. Doesn't hit as hard, but still a really good hitting spell. If you are Myth, you've got yourself the Toad, and you can knock that out pretty quick as well. Now, if you're Life, I'm not sure if they're giving you an AoE yet in the Life sequence. I know they adjusted the spell sequence quite a bit, so there might be a chance you get an AoE Life spell, because there is an AoE life spell that's available. I don't see it that often, and I'm not sure if it's in the spell sequence, but that's the thing. But if you're a balance wizard, then you're rocking out some Sandstorm, which is pretty good. Now, if you're Death, well, we've already talked about AoEs, how you really don't get your first AoE until your 7-pip spell, which is fantastic when you get it, but unfortunately there's no AoEs to get prior to that. And the only other 2 AoEs that are out there for Death are, well, you see me wield it right now, Death Knight, which I had to get from a card, or Ship of Fools is the other one, but that one, I believe the only way to get that is to craft it. Actually, I'm not even sure you can craft it. I think you literally have to either get enough spellments for it, or you have to get the pack and hope you can grab it in the pack, which is unfortunate. But usually over a period of time, Wizard101 will take pack spells and will eventually give you ways to craft them and find them in the game. But you usually still can't get those spells much later in the game, unfortunately. Like a lot of those really great crafted spells you can't get until you can get the crafted recipes, which are not available until you get all the way into Albion. Well, not Albion. What is that place called? The Camelot place. I always mess up the word. You know. But... And well, and you know what's the sad part about that one? Let's say you even get there and you finally get the spells to craft them and everything. Some of them, like the Myth spell, has some really hard reagents to get a hold of. Yeah, that are hardly ever available through the Bazaar. And are only available, like, at the end of the 3rd arc. So, yeah. If you haven't heard, I have a little axe to grind about that. But there you go. Now, fire wasn't too hard. It wasn't that hard to get the reagents that you needed to craft those spells. The worst part was the amber. But if you're smart, you want to start doing farming early on. And the way to get amber, guys, the key to getting amber, I'll tell you what, is to farm broccoli. Yep. Or, I'm sorry, parsley. King parsleys. Farm King's Parsleys. You'll see me get to the farming stages here as I move up in farming levels, and we'll start planting some Mega Snack, the couch potatoes. I was going to hold off until, hopefully this will be enough to do the job. The weakness threw me. I was going to wait to get a blade, but whatever. It's talking to you guys too much. But yeah, that's one of the 2 crops that I come to use a lot are going to be couch potatoes and the parsley, especially in the early game. Because if you can craft enough parsley, then you'll have enough amber to craft those spells later on. I find farming the amber a lot easier than grinding the amber out of mobs. Oh, okay. Well, you know. Actually, I think these guys will both die in this next round. Oh! No, they won't. Well. I like how they face plant. There we go. Got ourselves some deadly scratchers. Okay, perhaps that will make Sergeant Steeg happy.
Brilliant. Our reports of scratchings have lessened considerably. My thanks to you, young wizard. I'm truly impressed. Now that the deadly scratchings have lessened, let's look to the case. I see Lady Dalton reported an incident last night. Talk to her. See what she knows about Jacques the Scratcher.
Okay. Lady Dalton. Well, let's use the teleport hub. That might get us there a little bit quicker. Maybe not. Ooh. Definitely not to Beeman. Wow, this is a big area. Here we go. Oh, there's Amy Brooks
My
for a
name's
side
Catherine,
quest.
my new spring hat, and I'm going to need it for the policeman's ball. I'm scared to wander the streets these days. Would you mind fetching it for me?
Side quests all over the place, guys. There's Catherine Dalton.
Why, thank you, dear, for calling on me. I appreciate the concern. My encounter with Jacques the Scratcher was such a horrid experience. All I recall is that he carried a black bag. Oh, I knew.
Okay, back to Sergeant Steed. La di da 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 da. I guess it doesn't really matter. It was about the same distance. Yeah, this is kind of like out of the way, wasn't it?
Excellent work, young wizard. Our first clue. We've yet to locate Jacques the Scratcher. We need more clue. Lady Brooks reported a scratching not too long ago. She's standing nearby. Go talk to the young lady and ask her what she remembers.
Well, I know where Amy Brooks is. Let's go.
I came home one night and Jacques the Scratcher attacked me. I've been scared to go back ever since. Please, young wizard, do what you can to stop this awful scratching. I want you to ask the constables to come and make sure my place is safe.
Okay, back to Stieg.
Oh dear, how terrible. Jacques and his ruffians are more active than I expected. Thanks, young wizard. Your input's been invaluable. My boys and I are still dealing with that prison break. We haven't the time to follow up with Lady Brooks's request. Can you comfort her by searching her place and making sure it's safe? Mind you, her place is in a clock tower, so you can't miss it.
Okay, well, let's go back and talk to Lady Miss Brooks. She lives in a clock tower. I guess she does live in a clock tower. Wow, there are a ton of clock towers out here. An absolute ton of them. And they're all like
A
one
wizard?
something.
Get them scratchers.
Let's go. I don't really need any of these. Let's go. Let's just hit. My Death Knight. Well, getting called on again. Job's never done.
Sacre bleu, we have been discovered. The master told us we cannot be found. It seems we must be sure you will tell no one about us, wizard.
You find a crumpled glove with the initials XX on the floor.
Interesting. The mystery deepens.
A glove with the initials XX. Oh, your sleuthing skills are astounding. This may be the evidence we need to crack the case. We're puzzled as to the meaning of all these clues. Old Crankinop could solve it, but he's off duty now. He's a regular at Mr. Bert's Bones and Biscuits in Regent Square. Find him there and see if he's willing to help.
Okay, sounds like a plan. To Regent Square. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Regent Square, there it is. Mr. Butts. Biscuits.
Ah, Stig sent you. An old copper like me could use some excitement. Glove with XX. Knight's Court. And a black bag. Exactly. He must be a doctor with initials XX who lives in Knight's Court.
Excellent. Let's tell Mr. Stig.
That cranking op, he's got it. Dr. Xavier Zandros lives in the Knight's Tower. That's near Knight's Court. Great work, young wizard. We'll be sure to investigate this doctor. We've checked all the clues and they all add up. Dr. Xavier Zandros is Jacques the Scratcher. He's up ahead in Knight's Tower. You hurry there and defeat him before he menaces another lady.
Sure, because we want to protect the ladies. Knight's Tower, he says. Oh, look, there's a cat. Bam, got the cat. Awesome. Oh, look, another recipe vendor. Which one is he? Ah, he is your Storm School vendor. So, if you're looking for dual school storm stuff, there you go. Let's head on in to the Knight's Tower, and let's stop the terror of the Scratcher. Jacques the Scratcher.
You again? Can't believe you found me. Doesn't matter, you'll soon be my next victim.
Let's go. Let's go. Or maybe you'll be my next victim. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, okay. It's amazing how much you can get done in about a 45 to 50 minute play session, I'll tell you. If you know what you're looking for and if you're just grinding through it. The storylines actually move at a good pace. Oh yeah, Jacques is going down. Wonder how he doubled his health so much. Very good. Let's go talk to Steve.
This volume is entitled The Spiral.
Knocked down another History of Marleybones side quest there at the same time. Ooh, scrap iron. That stuff is worth its weight in gold, guys. Well, at least during this level, when you're trying to get down your side quest knocked out.
You defeated Jacques the Scratcher? My, you're an accomplished detective. We could use a wizard like you on our force. We couldn't have gotten Jacques the Scratcher without you. Let Watson know how you finish off Jacques the Scratcher. He'll be waiting for you on the Scotland Yard roof.
Ah, there we go. Knocked out 2 parts of the Scotland Yard section of the world. Feels good, doesn't it? Oops. Did I get that cat? Aha. Got the Scotland Yard cat. Yeah. Ooh. I saw reagents there. Did you see reagents there? I saw reagents there. I saw me a slew of reagents.
Good to know our fair ladies need not fear Jacques the Scratcher anymore. With the Jacques the Scratcher case solved, thanks to you, our detectives have uncovered the scientist behind these metal men. Meet me in Dr. Katzenstein's lab. Perhaps we'll find out more about the clockworks and their connection to Moriarty.
Excellent. So this kind of follows a pattern of Crocotopia, where you have a section and then there's a dungeon in the section, and it's all sorts of fun. And unfortunately, guys, that's where we're going to leave it here. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for a couple days. Give me a chance to grind for my cool looking new gear. And I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you. I stream Monday night. We'll be hanging out, probably doing some side quests. This is Kieran. Yes, Gravehammer for the Death Walkthrough. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.